And hello everybody, welcome back to British Stand. It's all happening today with explosions and fires. And today we are going to be covering the breaking news that's coming out of the city of Rome, as a massive explosion has occurred, leaving several injured. As always, guys, we will go through what has happened. We got video footage to share with you and pictures from the scene and a witness report of what has gone on in Rome. As always, guys, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more breaking news content just like this from across the continent, and also get involved in the live chat. We'll be taking your reaction momentarily. But let's go through what has happened in Rome. A fireball erupted over Rome this morning as an explosion ripped through a petrol station. At least 20 police officers, emergency service personnel and passerbys are said to have been injured in the blast after firefighters had been called to tend a lorry that hit a pipeline. Paramedics and responders were already at the scene when the petrol station blew up, with dramatic footage showing debris flying through the air as it happened. Further images and videos from the scene show an extraordinary fireball and subsequent mushroom cloud. As always, guys, let's have a little look at this video footage from the scene. Just a warning, this could be distressing to some of you. So as you can see, very, very chaotic scenes there from Rome, which looks as though a petrol station has exploded. We've got some more images from the scene. I'm going to be going through a little bit more in terms of what people else are saying. One nearby resident told the local media, "I woke up with a start. I heard a very loud explosion. It sounded like a bomb. All the windows shook. I thought it was an earthquake." One other eyewitness says, "We didn't understand what it was. All the windows shook. It could have been a bomb, an earthquake. We didn't understand. Then from the smoke, we understood it was an explosion." The Vigili del Fuoco, Italy's fire brigade, said in a statement that 10 teams are working to extinguish the flames, affecting a judicial depot at the rear of the petrol station. Several people are injured and have been assisted, it was also said. The Rome prosecutor's office warned that the inferno is not yet under control, with the explosion causing a chain reaction. The provisional toll is 8 police officers with burns. Their lives are not in danger, she also added. Emergency services added that the fire had spread to a nearby depot, while the shockwave from the explosion damaged nearby buildings. After the blast, Rome's public transport agency, ATAC, said it was closed and the Tino metro station nearby, following instructions from the police. The Italian Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, said, "I am closely following the consequences of the explosion that occurred this morning at a gas station in the Prestosino neighborhood in Rome. I have spoken with the mayor of Rome, Roberto Gualtieri, and I remain in constant contact with the Undersecretary Alfredo Mantovano and the relevant authorities to monitor the evolution of the situation. I express my solidarity with all of the injured, including law enforcement officers, firefighters, and healthcare workers, and extend my heartfelt thanks to all those who engaged in rescue and safety operations." So as stated, that is the scene and the aftermath. I think this is the actual this is the petrol station here, by the looks of things. This, at this moment in time, it looks like it's extinguished in this photo, but as stated, there has been more due to the shock and the blaze. There has been a little bit more that the firefighters have to contend with. But yeah, crazy scenes happening out there in Rome. But again, thankfully, while several are injured, and said reports are stating that they're not life-threatening, they're also stating that there's been no fatalities, which is good news, of course. But crazy scenes there in Rome. That fireball, that video footage is is really, really, really scary. So yeah, praying for those who are currently injured at this moment in time in Rome, and hopefully they make a full recovery. But yeah, crazy, crazy stuff. And a weird start to the day. Plenty of explosions, fires that we've documented already. Already we discussed the huge fire that erupted at a Piccadilly line London tube station in Harrow. Again, that was seen 100 firefighters tackling the blaze this morning in London with 15 fire engines. So it's all happening this morning with regard to explosions and fires. But this one in Rome, despite the nature and the video footage being so shocking and scary, it does seem as though people have not died, and the injuries, or the people that are injured, are not set to be life-threatening, which is also very, very good news. But guys, let's take a little look here in the live chat. With regard to it, it looks as though, in terms of they were dealing with the situation, so I think a truck crashed into a pipeline, which led to the emergency service personnel all being around the scene. And then following that, that's when the petrol station blew up. But we haven't got any more news on as to why it blew up, but I'm looking between the lines there, and it probably looks like it is interconnected. However, I'm sure an investigation will currently be ongoing in Rome to really find out what the cause was and why that petrol station, that gas station, blew up. But yeah, we'll have to see. Let's have a little look what people are saying. Alex Holmes says, hope no one is hurt. I mean, there's several injured. It's being reported that 20 people are injured, most of those being emergency service responders and passerbys. But from what we've seen so far in Italy, it doesn't look like those are life-threatening, which is good, and also no fatalities recorded as of yet. Where is this? It's in the city of Rome. In the city of Rome, Italy. I hope the people are okay. Yeah, I'm sure by looking at the reports they are okay, which is also good. But this is like the aftermath of it. So we've seen the video footage earlier on, you've seen the blazes, that's from a tourist point, and that's of course the sort of mushroom cloud that erupted from it, the big fireball. But this picture emerged as well afterwards. So I suppose, yeah, I mean, it does look like a bomb site. It looks like something really bad has happened. Sorry, apologies, someone's brushing something outside my house, which I'm not really happy with. They don't know I'm live or here on British Stand. But yeah. But guys, that's it really in terms of information. We'll keep you up to date as the day goes on. As of course, with these breaking news stories, we don't really going to get the full scale of the picture, why it was started, what actually happened. But whilst the investigation is ongoing, if there is something of note to add a bit later on, then of course we'll be back to provide you with an update. Plenty of content coming up. We've got a video dropping a little bit later on with regard to Rachel Reeves and her tax raid on pension pots. Yes, following Labour's £5 billion U-turn. They need to find it somewhere, and reports this morning, alarmingly, are stating that Reeves could be going in to your pension pots. And that is not scaremongering. That's what's being said this morning. We'll have a full video on that a little bit later on, so do stay tuned. Hit the like,